Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. The never-ending car crash that is China's residential property development sector took another bump today. But first, in the US, their inflation rate unexpectedly edged up to 3.2% in February compared with 3.1% in January and above forecasts of 3.1%. The closely watched core inflation rate slipped to 3.8% when it was expected to come down to 3.7%. And it will not have escaped the market's notice that the 0.4% monthly rise from January was the same as in the prior month and the highest since April 2023. That means the recent pressure is building again. These misses bolster the Fed's view that they need to be patient to get conditions where consumer inflation actually will fall to its target range before they start cutting rates. And China's property sector has taken another blow. State-backed property development giant China Vanke had its investment-grade credit rating stripped by Moody's overnight, who warned of potential further cuts, predicting credit metrics and liquidity will weaken because of falling home sales and funding uncertainties. Immediately, Vanke went into talks with banks, that's state-owned banks, on a debt swap that should help them stave off its first-ever bond default. Earlier this week, they felt compelled to announce that they had made the most recent bond repayment, but the obligations ahead for them look daunting. In Australia, the NAB Business Sentiment Survey reported that business conditions rose in February, signalling the economy remains resilient in the new year, but inflation is still a challenge despite slowing growth. Business confidence fell slightly as firms struggled to deal with the combination. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.16% and up 6 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will start today $13 lower at $2,165 an ounce. And oil prices have firmed less than 50 US cents to just under $78 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just over $82 a barrel. These minimal changes come even after Russia suffers broad strikes on its oil refineries by Ukraine, as Ukraine tries to balance its resources deficit compared to the invader. The Kiwi dollar starts today at just on 61.5 US cents and nearly a quarter cent lower than this time yesterday. Against the Aussie was soft as well at 93.2 Australian cents. Against the euro, we've slipped to 56.3 euro cents and 20 basis points lower. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 70.3, also 20 basis points lower. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.